Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well today. Hope all is good in your world. Now today we're going to be doing a comparison of the Sanlida Archery Eagle X9 Takedown Recurve bow to the Lightning Archery Takedown Recurve bow that I've had for some time in my collection. Now both bows are comparably priced and both of these are an entry-level bow. And I think it's important that we talk about things like this because we have a lot of new archers that kind of come into the scene that want to get started but don't really know where to go. And you don't have to drop hundreds of dollars on a bow just to get started. And the two bows that we're going to talk about today are case in point. Two bows that you can pick up for an inexpensive price, get out and go shoot and enjoy the sport of archery. So let's take a few shots with each one. Let's talk about the specs of each one. And then we're going to talk about the best part of it, why we're actually here for this video. So let's start with the Sanlida Archery X9 Eagle Takedown Bow. Now, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a full review of the Sanlida Archery Eagle X9 Takedown Recurve bow, and there were a few things with it that I just didn't like. One of the main ones was the way the string actually fit into the top string groove. Now, I was thinking that that was an issue, but what I found was when I took the string off and actually did some inspection of the string that came with the bow, not so much. It wasn't a good string. I think the serving material that was used to make the string was a little too thick and it wasn't done quite right. I just took the string completely off the bow, and as you can see, I have made a new endless loop string for this bow, and it actually corrected the problem that I was having up here in the top limb string groove. So overall, the Sanlida Archery is coming in at about $99.99 on Amazon. It's a solid wood riser. That's another thing too with this bow. They say it's a solid wood riser, but they don't specify what the wood is for the riser. Not taken away from the bow. It's good and solid and it works. It's just they don't specify that. Now the limbs are a combination of maple wood and fiberglass. These are laminate limbs, of course. They do work well. They do hold up well. And then, of course, you got your limb bolts to hold everything together. The cool thing about this with the limbs is they have locator pins on the limbs instead of having a limb pocket, as you can see. And those work out really well and they line up really nice. So overall, the Sanlida Archery Eagle X9 Takedown Recurve bow is a good bow for the money. It's just depending on what you want. So now you can get this bow from 25 to 60 pounds in draw weight. It does come with a 16-strand endless loop string. But like I say, the endless loop string that came with it is not so much. It started to deteriorate and come apart after about 50 shots with the bow. And I did make a new string for it, so it does shoot out well. Now, the bow is only a 58-inch long bow, meaning from tip to tip it's 58 inches long. And the string, they say the brace height should be between 8 1/4 and 9 inches, but now I've seen some documentation that said that should be between 7 1/2 and 8 inches. So I'm not sure which one is correct. However, I do have two strings made for this. You can put this up to, I think, about 8 3/4 where it shoots good. Right now I have it set to 8 1/4 and it seems to perform well for me. But overall, quiet bow, smooth draw cycle all the way through, no stacking. Very nice quiet shooting bow. Now the bow is coming in at about 2.2 pounds, which is very light in the hand. You're not going to have a lot of fatigue shooting this one because it is so light. And again, very smooth draw cycle. No issues with this bow whatsoever. Now I am shooting 600 spine arrows. Now you could go with a little bit heavier, maybe a 500 spine, and affect the tuning of those. But I'm shooting a 600 spine arrow with 150 grain field tip up front, and they shoot well, they shoot straight. So again, it's just one of those things you have to tinker with your equipment to get it to fly the way that you want it to. One other thing to note with the Sanlida Archery Recurve bow is the riser area or the grip area. Now it is a little bit more beefy than most bows, but it's not uncomfortable. It's contoured well enough to where it fits comfortably in the hand. But again, that might be a deal breaker for some people. But all in all, it does shoot and perform well, and it handles well too. No hand shock when you release the shot. Again, smooth draw cycle. This one is 40 pounds at 28 inches of draw. So of course, the farther you get back with that, it adds about a pound or two depending on how far you're going back. so keep that in mind. But if you're looking for a great entry-level bow, the Sanlida Archery, I can't think of anything that would tell me to not recommend this bow to somebody just starting out. Now, the next bow that we're going to be shooting is the Lightning Archery Takedown Recurve bow. I've had this one in my collection for some time, and it's turned out to be a really good bow. Now, the price point on this bow on Amazon currently is $99.99 to $129. And for that price, you actually get the bow, you get a few other accessories, you get a stringer tool, you get some arrows. I think you get an arm guard in there as well. So for the price point for an entry-level bow, this one's a good solid shooter as well. The difference between this one and the Sanlida Archery is this bow comes in at 62 inches long, so it's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say it's better for a taller archer, but the 62-inch length actually helps for those that have a longer draw length. The 58-inch shoots well at 28 inches, and you can get it back to, I think, a safe max draw length of 32 inches. The same with this one is 32 inches as well. So keep that in mind whenever you're perusing for a bow. Now, this one does not have the locator pins on the limbs. It does have limb pockets, but they're solid constructed. They fit nice on the bow, and it keeps the limb straight. Now, the thing about this is a maple wood riser, and it does come with bamboo, carbon fiber, and fiberglass laminate limbs. So they are really strong limbs. They do hold their shape well. Now, the draw cycle through this one, it is very smooth. Now, what I do notice with this bow as compared to the Sanlida Archery is there seems to be a little bit more strength in the limbs, if you will, whenever you're pulling back. That's not a stacking issue because it's consistent throughout the draw cycle. It doesn't happen when you get to a certain point. But overall, this bow shoots well. Now, of course, I did put a new endless loop string on this bow as well. The string that came with it, I always get rid of those for some reason. I shoot them for a little bit, but then I get rid of them. But this is a solid shooter as well. This bow is 40 pounds at 28 inches of draw length. Very solid performer. No hand shock in the bow. Shoots well. Yeah. Now the bow performs well. I can't say that much about the archer, but the bow performs well. So overall, a good shooting bow as well. Now you will notice in the riser area that this is a much smaller grip, but it is contoured just as well as the Sanlida Archery. Overall, I think this bow comes in at about 3.5 to 4 pounds, maybe. I think that's what the spec was on it. Now the other thing too, it does come with the limb bolts here. I call these the Frankenstein bolts because that's what they look like to me. But so all in all, still a nice presentation for the bow. Now overall, this bow is a solid performer. I don't have anything negative to say about this bow. Now for this bow as well, I did replace the string with an endless loop 16 strand Dacron B55 string. One that I made for the bow. It performs well. The stock string on this one, I don't remember what the deal with it was. I think it was an endless loop as well, and I think maybe it failed too after a couple of 50, 100 shots, something like that. So be mindful of that. If you're going to pick up an entry-level bow, maybe either consider purchasing a new string for it just to have around. Not saying that they put bad strings on these out of the gate, but it's just been my experience that you'll need to replace that string either with a Flemish twist or another endless loop like I've done here. So all in all, both bows perform well. I can recommend both bows because I've shot both bows. So if you're a new archer starting out, looking for something with a low price point to get you into this sport and to get you shooting, again, the Lightning Archery between $99 and $129 on Amazon, and then the Sanlida Archery bow package is $99.99. And I'll put links to both of those in the video description below. So let's shoot a few more and let's recap the specs of each bow, and then we're going to get on to the part of this video that I kind of alluded to at the beginning. Good shooting bows. Both of these bows perform well. I can't complain about either one of them. Okay, now to the good part of this video. We are doing a bow giveaway here on my channel. This is gonna be a winner's choice bow giveaway contest, meaning whoever the winner is, you'll get to choose between the Sanlida Eagle X9 takedown recurve bow or the Lightning Archery takedown recurve bow. The choice is yours to make. There are a few rules that you must follow. First and foremost, you have to be 18 years or older at the time of the bow giveaway. You must be a U.S. resident, and you must be a subscriber to my channel. No looky-loos, please. Also, these bows are in my personal collection. This giveaway is not associated with, in any way, shape, or form, with Sanlida Archery, Lightning Archery, YouTube, Google, or any other entity. I am the sole person responsible for giving these bows away. Also, there is no warranty with these bows, expressed or implied. Please understand that these come from my personal collection, and the winner assumes all responsibilities for the bow. Now, there will be a full contest rules in the video link below. Please click that link, and that'll take you to the contest rules. Please read and agree to those. Now, to be entered into this contest, there is no purchase necessary, but you must do something very specific. In the comment section of this video only, please put the words "enter me" if you want to be considered for this giveaway. The giveaway will run from the day of posting, which is today, July 7th, through August 2nd. After August 2nd at midnight, the contest ends, and then the drawing will be done via live stream or via video, however that works out the best. Live streams sometimes give me a little bit of trouble as of late. I don't know why. But the contest winner will be selected via random drawing. So again, good luck to those that enter the contest. I wish you the best with this, and I hope that whoever wins this one of these bows will take it and just do far and above greater things than I ever could with the bow. So there it is. The contest is running today. Good luck to you all, and please remember the rules. Go check the link in the video description and go read the full contest rules. So thank you very much for coming by today. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's always my hope that you have a great day, a better day tomorrow, and a wonderful week ahead of you. And until next time.